Merry Christmas, and I hope that you have all had an amazing day. I'm so sorry for being a little bit late. I have had some mic issues, so I'm actually having to use my microphone on my headset. So if you can hear me, please let me know if there's any issues. But yeah, I hope that you're all doing well. I'm just going to jump in and see who is in the chat, and we'll take it from there. So we have got Chester saying, have a good stream. Can't make it. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you so much for popping in, Chester. I hope that you're well. We've got Mr. Go Animator saying, hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. We've got Ashton Luck saying, Merry Christmas. Sorry, can't make it. Not a problem, Ashton. I hope that you're well and that you're having a great time, however you're spending it. We've got King Matthew III saying, what's up? How you doing today? What is up, King Matthew? Hope you are well. We've got Chris from Chris's Watch a Movie Party saying, morning, hello chat. Hope everybody had a lovely Christmas. I hope that you did too. I believe it's now Boxing Day where you are. I don't know if Australia celebrates Boxing Day, but there you go. And we've got Shell saying, Merry Christmas. Welcome in, Shell. I hope that you are well. We've got the Marvel and DC Marshland saying, can't stay, about to check out the new Anaconda with the wife, but hope everyone has a fun, safe and awesome Christmas. Thank you so much for dropping in. Hope that you are well. King Matthew saying, I can't really be in the stream for too long because I'm going to be heading to my uncle's soon to prepare Christmas dinner, but I can be here for a few minutes at least. Well, thank you so much for dropping in either way. We have got the one and the only Davy Deathray saying, hey everyone, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Davy. I hope that you are doing well. We've also got Kyle from The Flat from Another World saying, hey and everyone, Merry Christmas. Kyle recently reached 1,000 subs, so it was our aim to get him there by the end of the year, and he has well and truly smashed it, and definitely deserving of that. We have got Russell popping in saying, what's up, everyone? Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Hi, Jorge, and everyone in chat. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's get this party started. Merry Christmas, Russell. Thank you always for being such a great support to my channel and always showing up where you can. I'm glad that it sounds okay because I was a little bit... It's my dodgy wire, Davey. So... yeah, definitely do need to get a new one. Ross is saying, I hear you, great. We have got Rhino Destructo saying, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for popping in. I hope that you're doing well. And we also have Mr. Bubba Voorhees saying, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, and thank you for popping in. I hope that you're having a great day. Due to Steam having a holiday sale, I bought a lot of games. They were GTA 4, Batman, Arkham Asylum, City, and more. Amazing. GTA 4, any GTA game for me is a must play. I do really enjoy them. And Davey saying, yeah, still blissing out over your amazing voice. The headset mic does you justice, so nothing to worry about. Good to hear. Thank you so much, Davey. Anything to make your ears tingle a little bit, I guess. And Matthew saying, I'm hyped for volume 2 of Stranger Things season 5 tonight. I hope it's really good. See, it doesn't come out until about 1 a.m. here. So yeah, I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow night to watch it. So I'm going to try and keep away from any spoilers. Quick question, guys. Is the music in the background okay? Because I can obviously hear it quite loud in my headset, but I don't want it to be too much of a distraction for you guys. So let me know. You take care, Mr. Go Animator, and have a wonderful day. We've got Shot by Shot saying, sup, what is up? How's it going? I hope that you're having a lovely day, and also saying music's good. Okay, brilliant. We've got Jean saying, hello, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jean. I absolutely love your photo that you've got there with your Christmas hat on. Definitely in the spirit of the holiday. Amazing. So, what have you guys all been up to today? Have you been doing much? Shell is saying she cannot actually hear the music. Oh, okay. Is anybody else not being able to hear the music? I downloaded it especially for the stream. So if it's not working or if it's too low, I'm a little bit heartbroken over that. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Is there anything special that you've had for Christmas? Anything that you want to talk about specifically with what's been going on today? Okay, so there's no music for anybody. What the heck is going on? Maybe I've got it on too low. Do, do, do. It's looped as well, so all I can hear is. Hang on. Can anybody hear that? I mean, that's too high for me because I can obviously hear it a lot. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Oh, Kyle, gifting 20 horror memberships. Thank you so much. I actually thought that I switched them off because I didn't want anybody to go around and gifting. But I always appreciate it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Kyle. You know that I always appreciate that. And that is a lovely, lovely Christmas gift. So thank you very much for that. I'm glad that everybody can hear the music now. That's good. Yes, you could split the difference and it'll be nice. Don't know what you're on about there, but yeah, you definitely are a member. See, everybody's been like, wow, Kyle, you're always too kind to me, Kyle. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I love you, my YouTube partner in crime. We've got Samantha Robinson coming in saying, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Welcome in. I'm not too sure if you have been here before, but welcome in and thank you for joining us. Okay. That makes sense. See, I'm probably shouting a little bit, so I've had to take one of my headphones away from my ears just so I'm not shouting at you guys. I actually had a comment in one of my videos. For some reason it went to hidden comments and it was like, who is this girl shouting? I was like, oh, do I shout? I mean, I definitely could whisper, but I don't know if anybody would hear me then. So Bubba is saying that I got some horror themed stuff for Christmas and ordered a microphone for live streams. It will be here Monday. That's awesome. Which microphone did you use? Order. I use the Blue Yeti, and for some reason the wires on those are just terrible. It might be because I'm quite heavy-handed with my stuff though, so there we go. I don't know. King Matthew saying for Christmas I ended up getting the set of the Lord of the Rings and Justified TV series and a cool Silence of the Lambs shirt. That is awesome. I've had quite a few horror themed stuff. So my partner got me a couple of phone cases for my phone, and an Art the Clown t-shirt, which is really cool. Art the Clown is my second favorite horror icon. So I love him. I actually kind of want to mother him when I see him, which is really bad, because we know how that would end up. Davey's saying, I have had that happen with hidden comments too. I think YouTube hides some they may deem offensive or for whatever reason. Yeah. Chris saying, I have the Shure MV7 Plus mic. It's great. I have actually heard really good stuff about that, but because I didn't really know anything about microphones when I was purchasing my Blue Yeti, I was like, well, I've heard Blue Yeti, so I'm just going to get that. And yeah, I'm kind of regretting it because of the wire, but hey ho. We've got Johnny popping in with a €10 super chat. Thank you so much, Johnny. You are another person who is way too kind for me. I don't know what I do to deserve this kindness. Saying happy Christmas, I hope you have a lovely holiday, and here is to more great videos and subs in 2026. Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you for being here. As I said, you are always such a massive support to the channel, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and I do really appreciate it, so thank you. Why is Ghostface about to get you, He's behind you. It's how cool. You got that photo the way with you on the phone. Yes, it's okay. I don't like AI, but I was like, okay, actually I saw this trend and it's kind of cool and I love Ghostface, so I'm going to put my face in to go on this AI, and there we have it. But to be fair, I don't think Ghostface would get me because I think I would be the one making the phone calls for him, so definitely would be partners in crime on that. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I haven't heard of that one either. You got to let me know if it's any good. I'm sure I'll hear it on your streams anyway. See, we've got loads of memberships from Kyle reaching people. It is amazing, guys, but I do never actually expect you to do so. But when I do receive everything like that, it really is appreciated. And yeah, so I was thinking, depending on how many people were joining, if we should just do some trivia, if you just wanted to chat, you just wanted to hang out, if there's anything specific you want to talk about whilst you've got me for a little while, let me know. And just bear with me one moment. Listen to the music, it's chill. I'm just talking crap now. I had 2 Baileys earlier, which is unlike me. I don't really drink, and it definitely went to my head. My partner was like, yeah, if you're going to stream, you can't be drinking any more Baileys. And yeah, I'm glad that I didn't. No, that is the wrong one. What am I doing? Sorry, just bear with me. Okay. There we go. I have also gifted 5 memberships, so whoever gets them, I hope you enjoy. Trivia sounds fun. Okay, we can see what we can do there then. Yeah, to be fair, I probably should have uploaded that specific photo to my StreamYard, but I didn't, because I am an idiot and I wasn't that prepared, to be honest with you. And Tori Mayers is getting a membership from Kyle as well. Welcome in, Tori. I hope that you are well and that you're having a lovely Christmas. Davey's saying we got into karaoke last night at my sister's house and it was a pretty wild time. Today we're doing dinner at my parents' house. Should be more shenanigans as well. Now, by shenanigans, what do you mean by that, Davey? What sort of shenanigans will you be getting up to? Because I'm not too sure if I quite trust that they will be innocent, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Davey is a troublemaker. We all know this. But we no longer boo him. We love Davey. I'm just talking crap now. But yeah, so if people want to do trivia, we can get some trivia up. I did try and share my screen, but it just was not working with some trivia. It's going to be a bit of a messy stream, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Mainly because this music is so loud in my ear that I'm just going along with it. I promise you I'm not drunk. Bear with me. I'm trying to find a trivia quiz. I'm so not techie these days. I used to be really good with technology and now I'm absolutely crap. So we will see what we can do. Okay, so I have got a stream. I'm going to do a bit of a, not a stream, a quiz. I'm going to shut this music off first because it is kind of in my ear a little bit too loud. And we are going to do some trivia. It is going to be Christmas themed, so it's not necessarily going to be horror themed. It's going to be Christmas themed. I will be the quiz master because I've got all of the answers in front of me, and we will see who has got the knowledge of Christmas, I guess. And there's no prizes. I'm really sorry, but let's just have some fun and let's just hang out and do some Christmas festivities. We've also got Gina, aka My Chunky Geordie, coming in. What is up, Gina? Thank you so much for joining us. She's saying, hi everyone, happy Christmas and many snuggles from Ziggy Puppy Pup to all. I hope that you and Ziggy have had a lovely day so far. What have you been up to? We could also do this, Bubba. That sounds like a very good idea. We can pop that in as well, not a problem. We've also got I Like Scream and Ice Cream coming in saying, hey, welcome in. I hope that you are doing well and saying Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it's probably not going to be the best trivia in the world because I can't really share it on my screen because it's one of those things where you've got the answers in front of you. But we are going to have, I don't know how to do timers either because I'm so crap these days with technology. But we are going to do a quick trivia game, and then Bubba has suggested we do a ranking of Scream, so we will do that as well. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do the 12 days of Christmas trivia quiz, and I think it has how many? It literally has 12 questions. So if you are ready, get your pens and paper, or not, you can just type it in the chat and we will go. So the first question for you guys is, how many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol? Davey, that is the worst idea I think that you have ever come up with. Davey Deathray coming in strong with the number 4. It is 4. And we've also got I Like Screaming Ice Cream also saying 4. King Matthew coming in with 3. Oh, okay. You were 1 off. It is 4. So you guys saying 4, you're absolutely right. It was, I believe, Jacob Marley, and then you got the Christmas spirit of Christmas past, present, and Christmas is to come. Unless you read the book and you watch some movies, there are definitely other ghosts in the background. But yeah, it is 4. Welcome in, Cruel ZV. I hope you're having a lovely Christmas. He's saying, just coming in for a quick hello because I'm on the run. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, and I hope that you are having a wonderful time. To be fair, I only really I do like a few of them, but my favourite is The Muppet Christmas Carol, and there are definitely more than 4 ghosts in that. Okay, so the second question is, which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? I stream whenever I can, to be honest with you. Not as much as what I upload, but I do stream. I'd say I've been streaming a lot more recently than what I have done. But yeah. We've got Davey coming in with Germany. That is the right answer. It is Germany, which I did know the answer to that one. But it's something that I only found out recently myself because I didn't realise, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But yeah, to everybody saying Germany, it was all thinking Germany. It is right. We've got Russell saying Paris. No, but I do love Christmas in Disneyland Paris. I know that that's completely unrelated, but yeah. King Matthew saying, I don't know the answer to this one, so I'm not going to give an answer. That's absolutely fair, to be honest with you. Question number 3 is, when was the first Christmas card printed? I feel like Davey's got Google or something open. But yeah, when was the first Christmas card printed? And thank you so much for that. And welcome in. I didn't say welcome in either. I actually do find your name really amusing. I love your name. But saying, okay, I've been part of your channel for 24 hours. I look forward to experiencing your channel. Welcome in, and thank you so much for being here. Okay, 1953. Davey saying mid 1800s. We've got Bubba saying 1996. Damn, if that's old, then Jesus Christ. Over 7 years ago. I mean, we would hope so. King Matthew saying, I'm going to guess 1920. So we had Davey coming in with the closest. It's actually 1843, which is mad to me. But yeah, nearly 200 years ago when you think about it. So it was 1843. Next question number 4 is, which fairy tale was the first gingerbread houses inspired by? I'll give you 4 options on this one. So the first one is Little Red Riding Hood. The second one is Hansel and Gretel. The third one is The 3 Little Pigs. And the fourth one is Jack and the Beanstalk. Okay, we've got Bubba saying Little Red Riding Hood. Got Russell saying Hansel and Gretel. So is I Like Screaming Ice Cream. And Davey and King Matthew saying that it's Little Red Riding Hood. It is actually Hansel and Gretel. Yep. So obviously they have the I can't remember the story too well, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But it was I believe the witch's house was made of like gingerbread or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah. So yeah, Hansel and Gretel. Question number 5 is, which country traditionally eats fried chicken at Christmas? So we've got Japan, the United States, Spain, or China. So which country traditionally eats fried chicken at Christmas? Japan, United States, Spain, or China? Queef saying, I found you through another channel that you were narrating on. This game could turn funny. It definitely could, especially because I stumble over my words quite a lot when I'm reading. And we have got Russell and Davy and Bubba coming in with the right answer. It is Japan. Apparently, they eat fried chicken at Christmas. What a random Christmas dinner, but I guess that's because we're used to turkey. Actually, guys, what did you even have, if you've eaten yet? What did you have for Christmas dinner? I had turkey and beef. I cooked it myself, and it was lovely. Question number 6 goes, 3 of Santa's reindeer names begin with the letter D. What are those names? So which of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the letter D? Oh, you had ham. Nice. We're having gammon tomorrow. So that will be a nice little change. I do love a good gammon or ham. Dancer definitely is one of them. And we have got Davy Deathray coming in with his Christmas knowledge saying Dasher, Dancer, and Donna. Yep, that's correct. It is Dancer, Dasher, and Donna. I don't know why his reindeer names are so random. I've never understood the randomness of the names, but hey ho. Okay, so the people in England may be very familiar with this one, but which country donates the Christmas tree in Trafalgar Square? Actually, that's not even in England. I don't know. Emma, you're talking crap. Yeah, it is. It's in London, isn't it? So yeah, which country donates the Christmas tree in Trafalgar Square? So we've got France, Germany, Spain, or Norway. Davy, yeah, actually, I think you might be right. It is Richard Donner. Great answer. Bubba's saying we had chicken, potatoes with bacon and cheese and stuffing yesterday for Christmas Eve. Sounds good. King Matthew is saying France, and we've got Bubba saying Spain, and we have Russell and Davy saying Norway, and so is I Like Screaming Ice Cream. And the correct answer is actually Norway. Norway donates the Christmas tree in Trafalgar Square every year. Question number 8. Which Christmas song enters the top 100 Billboard every year? Is it 1, Jingle Bell Rock, 2, A Baby It's Cold Outside, 3, Last Christmas, or 4, All I Want for Christmas Is You? So which of those songs enters the top 100 Billboard every year? King Matthew coming in with All I Want for Christmas. Davy Deathray saying All I Want for Christmas Is You. Jingle Bell Rock and All I Want for Christmas. Yep, guys, pretty much most of you except for Russell have got it right. It is All I Want for Christmas. I used to absolutely love that song, but now I can't stand hearing it. But yeah, it's All I Want for Christmas. Question number 9. What's the most popular kind of tree to use for a Christmas tree? I'll give you 4 answers because that's actually quite a hard question. So we have the balsam fir, white pine, Nordmann fir, or noble fir. So which of those is the most popular kind of tree to use as a Christmas tree? Shall, my veggies went over really well today. Thank you. So what I did in the end was I did the roasted parsnips and carrots, sprouts with fried onions and bacon. We had broccoli and cauliflower. We also had pigs in blankets, which in England are little chipolata sausages wrapped in bacon. We had sage and onion stuffing. We had Yorkshire puddings. We had turkey, beef, and I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, it went down really, really well. So Davy's saying white pine. I Like Screaming Ice Cream saying white pine. Russell and Tori saying white pine, and Chris just coming in with no parsnips. You're really missing out. They are great. The answer to that one is actually the Nordmann fir, which, to be honest, I would never have known. But apparently there are different types of fir tree, and that is the most popular. So there we go. Question number 10. Which country has a tradition of a witch dropping gifts for children through the chimney at Christmas? I do know this one because my mum was actually telling me the other day about her time in this specific country. So it's very interesting. Delightful. Oh, the Yorkshire puddings are honestly the best. If you've never had a Yorkshire pudding, you need to look up a recipe for Yorkshire puddings because they're just something else. My grandma used to make the best ones. King Matthew saying the food I'm having for Christmas dinner tonight is shish kebabs, mac and cheese, dumplings, and some green bean casserole. Nice. Russell saying Salem. Interesting. Davy saying, gosh, I don't know, Austria? I can give you four options. So the options are Italy, Poland, Spain, and Switzerland. I know this one, but I forgot. I mean, it's definitely a really random thing to have a witch coming down your, is it chimney? Yeah, coming down the chimney at Christmas. It's probably more frightening than anything. We've got King Matthew saying Switzerland, Russell, Tori and Shell saying Italy, and that is the answer. It is Italy. My mom was telling me about this the other day, about her time in Italy when she was a child, and it's very interesting because I never even knew that. It's very weird. Question number 11. What Christmas-themed ballet premiered in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1892? Was it The Nutcracker, Swan Lake, Hansel and Gretel, or Gazelle? Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of witches they are. I like Scream and Ice Cream saying The Nutcracker. Davy and King Matthew also agreeing that it is The Nutcracker. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That was probably quite loud. Any more answers? Nope. Okay, so it was The Nutcracker. It premiered in St. Petersburg in Russia in 1892. And the final question of this trivia round is, what was Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of? Was it A, a carrot, B, a button, C, he didn't have a nose, or D, coal? Welcome in, Nightmare Files. I hope you are well and that you're having a good day. Thank you for joining and Merry Christmas. King Matthew saying carrot. We've got Chris saying carrot. Davy, I like Scream and Ice Cream, and Russell saying button, and we've got Shell also saying carrot. The answer is a button. So yeah, he had a button for a nose, which I've never seen a snowman with a button for a nose. It's always carrots for me, but hey ho, I never really get snow, so I don't build them very often. But yeah, that was all of the questions in this trivia round. Probably a little bit all over the place, but that is what you get when you join one of my streams. We have got Kelly saying Merry Christmas, and chat. Thank you to whoever gifted me a membership. Welcome in, Kelly, and thank you so much for joining. I'm not too sure if it was myself or if it was Kyle who did that, but welcome in, and I hope that you are having a lovely Christmas. Okay, so no, I don't have a nutcracker. They're creepy. I love nutcrackers. I've actually got quite a few of them. They're basically ones that my mom had when I was younger. And yeah, I've always had a little soft spot for them, even though they are kind of creepy to look at when you think about it. But yeah, I think it was either Bubba or Russell, I can't remember, suggested doing a Scream tier ranker. So let me just pull that up. And we can get that going. Who's excited for Scream 7? I know a lot of you probably are. But who is excited, because it is literally just over 2 months away, which I can't believe because that has gone quite fast. And thank you for saying it was Bubba. It's come around so quickly so far, so I'm definitely wanting to see it on opening day, but we will see. At Nightmare Files, your videos are great, but please upload more. Honestly, Nightmare Files, if you're not already subscribed, you need to go and subscribe. He kindly asked me recently to join him on one of his videos, and it was his stories and his videos in general are just so good and very well put together, so definitely go and check it out. Scream 7, get it up, baby. Yep. Cannot wait. I'm excited for Scream 7. I definitely am. Yeah, I genuinely don't believe it's come around so quickly. And we're not even there yet, but it feels like it's going to be tomorrow. Do you think we'll get another trailer? Because really, they would have probably uploaded one around now, and we haven't seen that. We've not really seen too much marketing for it, so I'm a little bit worried in that sense. But either way, I am extremely excited. Right, let me just share my screen. Bear with me one moment. Okay, can probably, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Bear with me one sec. Okay, can we see it? I'm just gonna quickly pop on. Can you all see that? Is that okay? Can you actually see the tier maker? I'm just trying to make sure that you can actually see everything. I don't know if we can actually, can you see the tier maker when I'm sharing it? I'm not too sure if that's showing. Not the tier maker. Okay, it was working earlier, so let me just try and if not, then I am definitely not sure. All we can see is just okay. I got it working earlier, so I'm not too sure what is going on. Technology and me just do not work sometimes. Share entire screen. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, can we all see that? Let me just have a quick look. I don't think that is working properly, but we will see. Bear with me one sec. See, technical issues are always great. Yeah, okay, so you can see that. That's good. Okay, so Bubba suggested that we do this. So let's rank where everybody thinks that the Scream movies place in the tier ranker. So we've got peak, we've got A, B, C, D, and S. I'm going to change that to your lemon squares taste like ass. Just because I think that fits better. Okay, so there, I've changed it. Okay, so we're going to start, obviously, I think we're going to go actually from bottom, so from last to first. So we're going to start with this bad boy, which is Scream 6. I personally, I mean, I don't think that there's necessarily a bad Scream movie, but where are we thinking we should be placing number 6, guys? For me, I'd say probably C or D, but what is everybody else thinking? Yes, Oracle, it is Scream Mania. We are currently ranking the Scream movies where they would place. We have got I Like Scream and Ice Cream saying 6 is probably B or C. Russell Shell saying C. King Matthew saying that it should be in the Lemon Square tier. The final act ruined that movie, in my opinion. I do agree. The final act was complete rubbish. So I think everybody's pretty much in agreement that it sits around the sort of C area. I know that King Matthew thinks that it should be in your lemon squares too, so I guess. I'll pop the majority at the moment and we'll just pop it in C. We can always come back and change that though, not a problem. So we have now got Scream 5. aka Scream 2022. Now, a lot of people, they don't know which one they prefer out of 5 and 6. Some people say 5 is the weaker one. I personally prefer 5 over 6. I would still probably put it in the C tier category, but I'm open to suggestions. Do you guys prefer it to number 6, or do you think that it is the weaker one? Shell saying lemon squares. I like Scream and Ice Cream saying B or C again. King Matthew and Chris saying C is fine. Gina saying lowest possible for 6. I mean, I do get it completely. Oracle, yeah, we definitely are getting closer to Scream 7. And I'm quite excited for that. I know that you can... Sorry, guys, I'm just switching between things. So I know you can see literally everything that I'm doing, but hey-ho. I needed to see what you guys were saying. So if we pop it in C, does it need to go before or after 6? So that is the big question. Is it better or worse? No, we'll put that there. Only a couple of months. Yeah, it's not long at all. Matty Bear saying, I don't know who gifted me a sub to this channel, but thank you so much. Live long and prosper. Happy Christmas, Matty Bear. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope that you enjoy the membership. It was either myself or Kyle who did that, but I hope that you enjoy it. So if we put then 5 there, we can always change it, as I said, and we keep 6 as the better one because it seems that people seem to prefer 6 over 5, I'm seeing, but I do hate how 5 treated the legacy characters, but 5 is at least better than 4 and 6. I do agree that it's better. I'm going to put it before 6, but I do think that yes, it did really mess up the legacy characters in that. I didn't like that at all. Coming on to one of my favourite sequels, we've got Scream 4. This one's definitely a controversial one. People either love it or they absolutely despise it. What are you guys thinking? Do you think it belongs in Your Lemon Squares Taste Like Ass? Or do you think it belongs in Peak? Somewhere in between? Let me know. Do you guys actually like this movie as well? Because a lot of people are very put off by it because of the filter. I don't mind the filter at all. I agree. TJ, Scream 4 is definitely unappreciated. Below, Shell, below Lemon Squares. Oh my goodness. Scream 4 was good, but it had weak killers, so probably C tier, that's fair. Peak, 4 is peak. I enjoyed 4. Love 4. So there's a lot of love for Scream 4 right now. I'm sorry if the screen is off-putting, guys. I actually... I don't know how to just keep it on this screen without you guys seeing me keep on going back and forth. And then we've got Russell saying, Jill is my favourite Ghostface. She is good. Emma Roberts, on the other hand, does irritate me sometimes. I'm going to pop it in B tier for now because it seems like people are thinking it's sort of like in the middle. So if we keep it in B tier... 4 is a great sequel and way ahead of its time with the social media influence. I completely agree. I actually really do love 4. I think it's always between 4 and 2, which are my favourite sequel. Oracle saying Jill is right up there with Billy and Stu. She can hang with them anytime. I love the craziness of Jill. I don't think it was executed extremely well by Emma Roberts, but I do love the mindset of Jill, and I think that's why I enjoy that character. Shell saying 4 has always been the bottom for me. The acting, motive, characters, all of it, garbage. Wow. I mean, everybody's got their own opinion on it, and that's understandable. I think it's, again, one of those ones that you either really love or you really dislike. Scream 4 was okay, but it did give us one of the best characters, Kirby Reed. I absolutely love Kirby, and I really hope that we get to see more of her. Oracle saying, I actually think Jill's motive is one of the most craziest I've ever seen so far. Jealousy. And the thing is, that's what makes it really believable, because people will kill over jealousy, which is quite scary. Resting God saying, "Hey, horror, welcome in, Resting God. I hope that you are having a wonderful Christmas and that you're doing well." Kelly saying, "I have to admit, I love 3. I'm Team Roman. It had its issues, but still love it." I wasn't the biggest fan of 3 when it was first out, and for a long time it was the bottom of my list. But after 5 and 6, it definitely went up, and I saw the good things about that movie. Yeah, Mrs. Loomis is the best female killer for me. So what I'll do then, if we keep it in B, we'll see how we go. If we want to move it lower, we can. If we want to keep it there, that's absolutely fine. But we're going to move on to Scream 3 now. The one and only Scream movie that had 1 killer. Don't know how he did it. I still personally think that they will reveal that there was a second killer in Scream 3 that got away. So this one for me, as I said, it was one of those movies I really didn't like to begin with. But again, I actually think it's quite ahead of its time. The use of the voice changer, although a lot of people don't like it, it is things that we're seeing now that you can do with deep fakes and AI. You can sort of manipulate things to do that. So it's not now too out of the reach to think that that could happen. But you know, for its time, it was definitely something people would question. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's absolute crap, or do you think that it deserves to be higher than some that we have on the board? Let me know. Welcome in. Merry Christmas, and I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining. We've got Shout saying A, King Matthew saying A as well. Russell is saying A, so it's quite a loved one in this chat at the moment. I like Scream and Ice Cream saying 3 is Your Lemon Squares tastes like ass. Still like it, but the tier needs a movie. It's very true. It definitely does. So everybody's seeming to think mainly A, which is actually, I'm not going to lie to you, that has actually quite shocked me. But yeah, let's pop it. Oh, if it lets me, blimey heck, into the A tier. That's solid. I mean, that's definitely shocked me, because I genuinely thought there were more people that really despise that movie, but not in this chat tonight. We're all here loving it, so that's great. It is in the A tier. Tori also saying A. The tier disappeared on screen. Can you still see it? It's just because I'm flipping between the two so I can see what's going on, but for some reason it doesn't. Can you actually see the tier screen or not? Let me know. I've got it up now, so let me know if you can see it. But yeah, I've popped it in A anyway. Okay, cool, it's on there. Okay, so now we are going on to one of my favourites, Scream 2. I'm sorry that I keep on pulling that flipping thing up. Scream 2. So this movie for me has definitely got the second best opening. I absolutely love that they set it in the cinema or movie theatre and put the audience sort of in the same position as the victims of the opening. I found that really clever. As much as I do not like Jada Pinkett Smith, she was actually very good in that opening scene as well. But yeah, what are you guys thinking? Where would you rank 2? I know I've seen actually quite a bit of dislike for 2 recently, which I'm saying this a lot at the moment, but that actually did shock me when I've seen so many people not liking 2 as much. 2 is A or peak. I agree with that. See, I'm actually quite annoyed that I never got to see Scream 2 in the cinema when it came out. B, I have learned to appreciate it more than I watch it. Sorry, the more I watch it. Definitely A. I'm just using that tiermaker.com. I just found this one on there. So there's a lot of love. So seeming people are saying A or peak, but a lot of people are saying A. I think I'm going to pop it in the A tier, but does it go above 3 or below 3? Personally, I think it should go before 3, but let me know, what do you guys think about that one? It's my favorite. It is a great movie. I think that what I really loved about it, is how clever it was when it talked about sequels, and especially in the movie class where they're talking about sequels being like worse or better than the original. Scream 2 for me is one that sort of matches the original. There's so much depth to it. Very cleverly written. It's got the best version of Gale Weathers. She is literally a badass in that movie, but you can also see that she's, so you see the more human side of her, and I really like how they handled her in that. So yeah, we'll put it before 3. Sorry, I just had to cough then. And I agree, Oracle, it definitely does have one of the best Gale chasing scenes. Absolutely love Mickey. Mickey and Mrs. Loomis for me are the second best killers in the whole franchise. Yeah, I love that part as well, because yeah, it's a nice throwback to the original, keeping it in as being very self-aware. I absolutely love it. Okay, so for me, I think we all know where this one's probably going to end up, but the original Scream. So for me, it's in peak. What about you guys? Where do you guys see it? My favorite movie ever. Very clever. Very. It doesn't age. It ages really well, and for me, it's just the best put together movie I think I've ever seen. And maybe I'm being biased because I just love Scream, but yeah. We got Shell coming in with peak. I completely agree. Oracle saying 2 Octobers ago, I got to see the original Scream in theatre and it was an awesome experience. I actually got to see it just before Scream 5 came out in our cinema and it was packed. I didn't think that there would be that many people showing up to watch Scream, but hey ho, I was wrong. Scream 1 was peak, although Stu is my most favourite killer out of that movie. I didn't really like Billy, to be honest. That's fair. I mean, it's not for everybody. You are going to love some characters and hate some characters. We've got Russell saying peak. Matty Bear saying Scream 1 seems the most believable in my opinion. Definitely agree with that. Peak times 10. I think we're all in agreement. So it's definitely got to be in the peak tier. So if I leave it there, so let's see if we all agree. We've got Scream in the peak tier, followed by Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, Scream 5, Scream 6. We've basically put it in order. Now, if you guys don't agree, let me know. I'm happy to shuffle it. But that's our order today, completely in chronological order. But let me know if you guys would like to change anything on that. Scream 1 is like having your first cigarette. I don't know about anybody else, but when I had my first cigarette, I literally could not stop coughing. Terrible. Laurie. Matt is here. How's your Christmas been, bro? Love how you guys just all talk in the chat. It really does make the experience more fun for me as well. Russell saying I agree with the tier. Brilliant. Okay, perfect. That was a bit of fun. I like doing random stuff like that. It just makes it go a little bit easier. And sorry, bear with me. I'm just going to get everything back to how I had it. There we go. I think that looks nicer. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying my experience with a cigarette just wasn't very good. I don't like smoking anyway. But what is a Scream, baby? But yeah, so that was that. TJ saying, glad I finally got to tune into your live streams, Horror. I'm glad that you've joined me. It's been a bit of a mess, I'm not going to lie. It's been a little bit all over the place because I had some technical issues with my microphone to begin with. And then it's just been me basically rambling on. But I'm glad that you've joined and thank you so much. I hope it hasn't been too much of a ramble for you so far. Shell saying, 6 lost me with the shrine. Sydney should have had it. The sisters did not earn it. Sid did. I will die on that hill. Completely agree. And I think that that's a very good subject and topic to talk about. Shell will actually be joining me next month with Chris to talk some Scream. So maybe that's something we could actually discuss when you're on on a live with me and we can go a bit more into depth with that, because I think that's actually a very interesting thing to talk about. Rest in God saying, hey Hara, I think I would have put 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 all together while leaving 4 somewhere. That's completely fair. What is everybody's ranking of the movies? And let me know. I love how everybody has a different ranking, and yet everybody still loves the franchise. Oracle saying, I'll be right back. Stu was the most quotable in Scream 1 these days. You gotta have a sequel. And then my mum and dad are gonna be so mad at me. You hit me with the phone, you dick. He definitely had the best one-liners. And he was that sort of, him and Randy for me were that sort of comedic relief that you needed, which some of the sequels haven't really had. Shal saying, yes, brilliant. Okay, we will pop that in there. Matty Bear saying, your voice is so relaxing. I hope so. Thank you for saying that. I do appreciate it when people like to listen to me even when I ramble, so thank you. My mum and dad are going to be so mad at me. I'm just repeating some of Stu's lines. Yeah, he did have the best lines. I'm not even going to lie about that. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how they do bring Stu back. Let me just pop some music back on because it is Christmas. We need a little bit of something in the background. There we go. I definitely think that him coming back is one of those things that has split the fan base, because a lot of people don't want him back, myself included, but I don't want him back alive. So I am very intrigued to see how they're going to do that. Scareticulous coming in, welcome in, Merry Christmas, saying it's almost like the movies have been getting steadily worse the whole time. I definitely think with the last 2, it didn't help that. I have a feeling 7 could possibly surprise everybody and come in somewhere in the top of everybody's rankings, but we will see. Chris is saying Scream 1, 2, 6, 3, 5, 4. Russell saying 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's 2? Do you not like 2, Russell? King Matthew saying 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6. Oracle saying, I still think in February that we're going to get a lot more surprises for Scream 7. I think so as well. I think, yeah, Scareticulous, sorry, I've just seen this. Actually, I think you're too close to the mic. Yeah, I had mic issues. So I'm using the microphone on my headset, which isn't the best to be using. But if I sound like I'm shouting, I'm really sorry. Rest in God saying I would put 1, 6, 4, 3, 2, 5. Tori saying 1, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2. See, that's what I like, is everybody has a different ranking, but it just shows that there's not a really bad movie in the franchise, I guess. I also love that line. See, Stu is definitely one of the better characters that we've ever seen. I like Scream and Ice Cream asking, what was your favourite Welcome to Derry episode and character? I have absolutely hated Welcome to Derry. I haven't enjoyed it at all. I've yet to see episode 8, and I am not really a fan of how they've gone around the whole thing. I'll just say, for the sake of it, my favourite character is Pennywise, because it's Pennywise. But yeah, Stu said, though, I completely agree. I'm 100% in the Stu Lives camp. That is absolutely fair. I'm excited to see if they actually do bring him back, and see what they do with it, just out of curiosity. We're going to get a Super Bowl commercial for Scream 7 for sure. What date is the Super Bowl this year? If you can let me know. In my opinion, Scream 5 had Dewey's best performance, although the way he went out made him seem stupid. The fact he gets distracted by a phone after facing Ghostface for 25 years was crazy. I completely agree with that. I don't think that they actually handled his death very well. Fair enough if you want to kill him, but the way that they did go about it was just a bit... yeah, it didn't feel very Dewey. So I do agree with you on that. Wait, we ranking Scream worst to best or best to worst? Best to worst, just what you're from favourite to least favourite. Shell asking, saying, sorry, I want more for Seven, but I do not. Just leave it, promote it, but no more new material. Afraid they will spoil it. That's the thing with trailers these days. They tend to show too much, and I really don't like it when they do that, because you can literally see who's going to die and what the plot is, which isn't the best way to go. 4 was next level twist, but classic formula. I agree. I know you didn't love it, but didn't think you hated it that much. Yeah, honestly, I really have not enjoyed it at all. The CGI was really off-putting. I don't feel like it felt very much like Pennywise. The way it didn't feel like he was like, there's a specific way that Pennywise goes after his victims and tries to scare them, and it just didn't feel like there was that suspense for me. But we will see if, I know they're planning on season 2 and 3, so we'll see if it gets any better than that. For our friend craving something scary, get on that Stew train. I know. He was definitely the one and only conductor of the Stew train, and that's the only thing that would possibly put me on board for that. Is Stephen, bless him. There's not really any bad Scream movies, although I don't really like Scream 6 that much. Yeah, Scream 6 isn't a bad movie. For me, it's just not the best Scream movie. My thing with Stu being alive is, if they really wanted to do that, they should have done that in Scream 2. It's way too late to do that now without retconning a lot of stuff, in my opinion. One of the reasons why I don't want him to be alive. Oracle, take care. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Matty Bear saying, I prefer Doofy over Dewey, so when Dewey got killed, I was into it. Doofy is a great character, and I'm excited to see him in Scary Movie 6. Rest in God saying, I think what I really like about Scream 6 was the shrine, even though Sydney was not in it. It still got the whole connection thing pretty well for everybody. I did enjoy seeing some of the like Easter eggs and what you could spot and see if you could pin it to whoever it was. Sorry, bear with me. There we go. That's what I enjoyed about it, but I do agree with what Shell was saying about that. That should have been for Sydney. Yeah, Gina, that I can't get on board. I don't know why. I just really can't. I was hurt when Dewey died in Scream 5. Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, because of the way that they handled his death, I actually think that I was more sad over Judy Hicks dying, because for me, she would have made a great Ghostface. But yeah, but also because she died trying to save her son. That's what really, I think that was more emotional than how Dewey died. A dude saying, Scary Christmas, everyone. Yeah, definitely seems as if Stu isn't alive in Scream 7. I'm okay with that. Need that second trailer. Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for joining. I hope you have had a wonderful day so far. I actually met David Arquette a few months back at a convention. I had to hit him with the "It's an honor" line, laugh out loud. He's such a nice dude. He does seem really nice. It's all Gail's fault. If she didn't call Dewey, he would still be in the franchise. I think it's Dewey's fault for being such an idiot. Terrible, I know. Stu will come back to life as an AI video clip that lasts 30 seconds. I mean, that's how I'm imagining that they probably will do it, to be honest. We've got Tia coming in saying, hey y'all, welcome in. Merry Christmas. I hope that you're doing well. I have a feeling Stu will be a flashback with Roman in Scream 7. That's my preferred route, a flashback or a video of the night of Maureen's murder. Something like that would be really cool. Didn't David Arquette say that him being in 7 was supposed to be a surprise? But then they had to reveal it. I think that he actually did, which is kind of sad. I do feel like they've revealed a little bit too much. Sorry, I just had to cough. I do feel like they've revealed a bit too much about who's coming back, but I do think we will have some surprises in there. It was more out of character for Gail that she didn't follow Dewey to the hospital, considering she was a few feet away when he got in the car, so I'm surprised she didn't follow him. Is there a way to turn autocorrect off? The amount of times that autocorrect screws me over when I'm in these chats on other people's lives is ridiculous. And then it makes me look like an absolute idiot, as if I don't already do that enough. But yeah. But yeah, it's been a fun little stream. I will be wrapping it up shortly. But yeah, it's been a fun little stream just catching up with you guys. I'm so sorry if my mic situation has been a bit off, and if I sound a bit too close or a bit too loud, I do apologize. I just could not get my mic working before I came on, so it was a bit of an annoyance. But yeah, I am so glad that I've had quite a lot of people join in. Thank you to Kyle for all of the gifted memberships. I really do appreciate it. Skepticalist is saying, I'm going to be honest, if they do like a de-aging scene in this with Stu, that's all I'll be thinking about. How weird it looks trying to convince me it's Matthew Lillard, but 30 years younger. I mean, they didn't do the best job when it came to Billy. So let's hope that if that is the route that they go, that they do actually make it a bit better. Rhino saying it was awesome catching a stream. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you guys have seen de-aging in movies, but usually doesn't look too great. It definitely doesn't. And King Matthew saying, have a good day. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Christmas. Thank you again for dropping in. As I said, I'm really sorry if it's been a little bit all over the place, but it has been fun hanging out with you guys for an hour. As always, I will be back in the new year with a couple of documentaries and a couple of long form videos. I'll also be doing quite a lot of Ice Cream Sunday lives between now and the release of Scream 7, so I do hope to see a lot of you in here. Some membership only stuff will be coming up as well. I will be doing a membership live stream for all of the members in a few days time, just to, I think we're going to do some rankings and go from there with it. So I hope to see some of you there. Have a wonderful rest of your Christmas and take care, and hopefully I will talk to you guys before the new year. Thank you for joining and have a good one. Bye.